So dear friends, I'm Rekha and we are learning English together. Ever since I connected with my YouTube channel, I always try to bring some quality things to my viewers. I always try that my viewers should get advantages of what I do. They should get benefited by my videos, and that is why whatever comes as a content in my video, I always try to bring it from my heart. And today again I have brought something, and for that I'm working day in and day out to make my this YouTube channel famous and popular, so that people, they might get some advantages to speak in English and they can be fluent, because this is the only thing which really gives me contentment and happy, and I'm really satisfied when my students are able to speak good English. So that is why I always try to bring some quality things, and I am working for it, and I'm sure that if you get connected with my video, surely you are going to get benefited by it, because whatever I share, just keep in mind that it is very much experienced by me, or get tested or verified by me, so whatever you can call it. So today first I'm going to talk you about one thing which I feel really it happens, and this thing is that whenever you make some presentation, whenever you want to attach with some people, wherever you are ready with your presentation to present yourself in front of other people, this resistance, this obstacle always comes, and you are gonna feel some kind of anxious moments in your life where you think that how can it be possible for me to speak in English in front of other people, how it can be possible for me to give my presentation in front of people, because you feel nervous. You feel that, yeah, perhaps I would not be able to do it in my whole life. So here I'm going to tell you that what is this things, why this resistance things comes in our way. What is this resistance? It's a kind of thing, which resides with us forever. It remains in our mind forever, and it always stops us from doing whatever we really want to do in our life. Whenever we want to make some presentation, whenever we want to connect with people, going out of our comfort zone, we are always pushed back or hurled back to our own position by this resistance thing. It always remains there, and it stops you from doing whatever you want to do in your life. So just you need to understand this thing. Yeah, there is some negativity, there is some resistance thing which always remains there, which create lots of problems in our life, not letting us do what we really want to do in our life. So how to overcome this thing? First, you must know that there are two things which are very important. First, our expectations, and second, this resistance. Now this expectation things, it comes when we expect too much from ourselves. We become very hard on ourselves. On every moment of our life, we think that we need to present ourselves in a better way. We never give ourselves chance to put baby step. Rather, what we do that we become hard on ourselves. We think, no, we have to be excellent. We need to present ourselves in a very superior way. We never think that, we are the beginners. We need to work on our language. But instead of thinking this, we always compare ourselves with another people. They might be your neighbor, they might be your colleagues, or sometimes some YouTubers too. So this competition and this commitment which you made to yourself, it never let you learn English, because always you are in hurry. You never give yourself time. You are rushing after learning this language. Just think about it. How can you learn this language by competing with others. If you think in your mind, no, this person speaks very good English, I also need to speak like that. So this cannot happen. Give yourself some time. Think about the situation where you are. It might be that you are the beginners. It might be that you need to understand this language. You need to work on this language. So you need to give lots of time to this language. Then only you can be fluent in English. It's not that, it's not a matter of overnight, and instant gratification that most of the people they expect from them. So just leave your expectation aside. Try to work on your language. Now the second thing is resistance. This resistance things, as I told you right now, that it's reside, within us always. Whatever we want to do in our life, this resistance comes as a negation, and this negation would always support you. They would say, no, you don't have to do this thing. You just remain calm. It's not your cup of tea. You're not going to do this thing. So it always pushes you back. You are not able to do any work. So once you control this thing, this resistance, this hindrance things, once you control over it, you find that half of your problem is being solved. Half of your problem is solved. Only thing is that you need to control on your resistance thing. Just resistance stops you. It controls you. It's a kind of enemy, you can say, that it never let you do your some work which you really want to do in your life. It always, what does it do? It always find a kind of pretension in your life. It always create some kind of nuisance in your life, so that you can make excuses. What kind of excuses? No, I cannot do this work. The excuses, it's like this, that you blame all your negative, all your incompetent to do any work which you have taken in your hand on some circumstances or some surroundings. Like in the morning you got up and you feel like writing, but you think that no, I'm not able to do it until and unless you get a cup of tea. Or if you are not doing something, suppose you are a writer and you want to write something, but you are blaming other circumstances which surrounds you, responsible for your not being, creative. Like you can say, the weather is not so much good. The weather is not suitable for me to write today, so I'm not gonna write anything today. Or you can blame the situations sometimes on people, thinking that no, I'm not going to work today because of this thing, because of that thing. So this resistance things, it always makes you stagnant. It will not let you do any creative work. So all your efforts, it falls apart and you give yourself an abrupt end. Doing nothing, it really turns down all your efforts which you were doing till now. So what you need to do? Just put aside all these things and be ready to face the circumstances, making yourself ready to face all types of circumstances whichever comes in your way. Now let me tell you in a very simple manner so that you can understand it well. There are always two types of people. First, the person who always held responsible some circumstances, some situation, some people for not doing their work. They think, yeah, I could have done good, but if it had been like this, I could have speak better. So this if always remains there. It never goes away from their life and it always makes them stagnant. They are not able to do any work because of this thing. And what happens, that actually the situation or the circumstances are not the reason for their for not doing any work, to remain stagnant. They do this because they find it very easy for them to run away from the situation. So that is why they always find some excuses. Yeah, today I'm not learning English. Today I'm not speaking English. Why? Because my light has gone. There is no light, and I'm not speaking English because I'm very tired. I'm not going to speak English today because I find that if situation had been like this, I would have spoken English. So the thing is that you always blame on something or other for your work. Now there are some other type of people. Second type of people, whatever may be the situation, come what may, they always prepare themselves for the situation, and they know that I need to push myself each and every day. Each and every day they give themselves a little push, that they know it very well that I need to work a lot, because this is the only thing which can bring success in their life. They can understand the value of doing something only by pushing yourself. So that is why just try to understand, if you don't use anything, let's take an example of a car. Suppose that you have a car, but you have bought that car just to make a show off of the car, but you are not using it. It's kept in your garage, for a long time. It's standing over there, but you are not using it, So if you don't use it, what happens? After a few days back, you find the battery has gone. So the thing is that anything in your life, if you use it, it remains there forever. It works for you. It improves. So, and if you don't do anything, it's never going to work in your life. So this is the thing, you need to be a little hard on yourself, every day. Not too much expectation from you. Don't try to be a speaker overnight. You cannot do it. Just give yourself a little push every day. Every day, if you speak for at least 15 minutes a day in front of, putting your mobile phone in front of, or sometimes in front of mirror, sometimes giving self-talk, sometimes you're talking to your friends, you find that after 1 month or 2 months, you will find differences in that. So that is why don't let this resistance thing happen. Some people are very much afraid of the terrible past experiences which never let them work, Whenever they go to do some work, this past experiences never let them do that work. So it is actually connected with the resistance. You always think about the repercussions you had to face during, your doing some work. So you have to overcome those situations. You need to work on it. We cannot put up with the situation, and eventually we quit. We think, no, I cannot do this anymore, because, all kinds of negativity surrounds you. Always try to fight with the situation which arises in your life, making you stagnant for whole of your life, and you just moving around giving excuses. So what you need to do, you need to practice daily just to avoid this kind of circumstances in your life. So if you do it daily, you find, very soon you're going to get the result, and the result is always good. So just take this suggestion, start working on it. You will find yourself that, yeah, I can speak good English. Thank you so much.